makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
To the air, it's French. They're trying to get to him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. After the incompletion on second down, it's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up, and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
They'll try the run. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He makes the connection. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Eagles have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw. Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And this will be the 9th play of the drive. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. He'll pull it down. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. So UTEP's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Able to run it out to the 28 on first down. Now it's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now a third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Miners line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Getting some heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's French. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, going up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass. And Incomplete. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. On the return, it's Campbell. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working the...
Oh, look out! He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Miners in the hurry-up. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Now on second down.
Let's go. Flip it.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Odom. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it. They're short of the first down.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win first and second down, you set up third and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Quick pass on the jet motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Looking downfield, it's French. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. At midfield, he's got room. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sanders. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. On second down, he'll fire. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush.
And he makes the catch at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. And he'll be brought down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Man, the last thing you want after controlling the ball, moving it down the field, is to have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's third and goal. Back to throw, it's French. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense will try to punch it in here on fourth and goal from the 1. He'll keep it on the sneak. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
In a fourth and goal situation, bring in the beef, the goal line package, all the heavy guys, the tight ends, and just pound the rock when you need it. Running back falling forward, getting the touchdown. Offense just went big on your move.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. Fires into traffic, picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. If they're going to pass the football and that's where they're going to live, well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Looking for a man. It's French. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Campbell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Unloads quickly. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Miners want to move quickly.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Got his man on the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll try the left side. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They move the tight end all over. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
That kicker needed to club up. Fortunately, the ball hits the crossbar.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's French. Safe completion on the screen. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control. To be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Works the middle. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. 10. Touchdown, UTEP! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now. Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and get the ball right back.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's French. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's got an open man. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Arnold. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this sparks a little something in the quarterback's head where he can feel a little bit more confident and bounce back from these early mistakes.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Murphy. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. They move on top here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Tulsa overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Golden Hurricane tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Pulls it, fired, complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Defense showing blitz here. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? Scanning the field, it's Locklear, feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And the Miners will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Offense getting set for first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one.
Is incomplete.
Brill trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Looking for a block. It's Campbell. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Back to pass, it's Locklear. Fires to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. Third and inches coming. This is the kind of play where every fiber of your being is tested. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jolly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Miners. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell, sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
A little screen to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And now on second down for this offense. Back to throw, it's French. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete.
Tight end is
Fortunate
incomplete.
it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTEP has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Glocklear. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Can't get him to the ground. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. The give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.